This is Natural Powerlifting Radio. Deadlifts, chicken nuggets, video games. This is Check My Total, a powerlifting podcast with Timothy Payne and Andrew Hinson.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's another episode of the Check My Total podcast, and me and T-Payne are here. And today's episode is going to be a little bit of a life update and check-in and what's going on, some future plans, and things like that. So, right now, Timmy right here on the road.
Yeah, man. I'm sitting here with my sister. She can... What's up?
Hey.
Anyways, I'm moving to Tennessee.
Dude, he's moving. Goodbye, North Carolina for T-Payne.
I mean, of course, we're still going to come back and help run the Iron Boys and all that kind of jazz. But where I'm moving at is going to only be like 45 minutes away from Andrew.
An hour.
Or an hour.
Yeah, so it's going to be, you're going to moving on to Tennessee. Close to the Alabama life.
Yeah, what I'd love to do is actually start doing these in person, like the podcast and recording them and put them on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
That'd be pretty sweet. But, yeah, moving to Tennessee, so a part of just starting a new life is going to be getting myself straight. So I've committed. Well, I ain't committed yet. We're probably going to start, like, next week. But anyway, I'm going to try to do 5 days a week being plant-based. So what does that mean? That means no dairy, no cheese, which is dairy, no animal products, no red meat, no chicken, no fish, no pork, no tuna, no, what'd you say?
No eggs.
No eggs, nothing, none of that stuff.
What?
I'll be living off of potatoes and green beans.
Oh, man.
But only 5 days a week. I think I can do it.
5 days a week. Wait, what are you going to have for, like, lunch and dinner?
Well, potatoes. Because you can chop up a potato and cook it 10,000 different ways, you know.
I don't know.
What?
How you going to make it taste good?
I'm still going to use, like, ketchup and, you know, some salt and stuff.
Okay.
Like, if I'm cutting out most of this junk, a little ketchup and something's not going to kill me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's no need to be super strict with it. Well, that part is what I'm getting at. So, yeah, so potatoes cooked up, chopped up 4 million different ways. I'll eat green beans. I'll do the broccoli thing. Corn. I got to where I like baked beans. So that's a new thing to my repertoire.
Hey, baked beans are pretty good.
I don't know if I said broccoli yet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
Tell them about your gateway beans.
Yeah, so my gateway beans, the baked beans that I'm talking about are Lux beans. You know, the yellow can, which they're actually pork and beans, but they're my gateway beans. So once I get to where I'm liking these pretty good, I'm gonna try to, you know, I guess actually start buying beans and cooking them in the crock pot.
Wait, have you tried Bush's baked beans?
I ain't tried Bush's, but these Lux are pretty good.
Bushes are.
Yeah, I actually said Bush's are on the money.
They're pretty good. I'll tell you, are tortillas plant-based?
They are, but I actually like wheat tortillas. That'd be better. But yeah, I could make a whole bunch of burritos.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I like cooking pintos in the crock pot and then refrying them and having bean and cheese burritos. You can't have cheese, but you can at least have the bean part.
Hey, you gonna do this with me?
No, dude. No, man, I ain't doing it. Dude, hey, I'm not doing that 5 days a week, man. Are you kidding me?
It's just during the work week.
Yeah. What am I supposed to? I'm rolling around with people I'm doing all these crazy things. I need something more than beans in my life.
Hey, you probably eat more stuff than I do as far as that greens go.
I could maybe do it for I mean, I tried it for
Yeah.
I don't know. I tried it for a week. I did a whole week plant-based.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
And, you can eat fruit and stuff.
So here's where my issue came in, though. The issue came in because it generally a lot of the meals I make are pretty quick,
Yeah.
and I don't know of many quick plant-based meals. Like a potato, I gotta cut and like boil and all that jazz
I mean, you could throw you a potato in the microwave, but
in the microwave.
yeah, it's not the most
Does
what's the
that
word I'm
work?
looking for?
Does it
Yeah,
not explode?
you gotta poke a bunch of holes in it.
I don't know about that, man. That don't sound too good. Microwaving a potato.
Yeah, it's good if you're in a rush, but it's not, if you had to rank it in potatoes, it's not on the top end.
It's on that bottom pour in.
Yeah, you'd probably have to meal prep a little bit.
Yeah. And also, like, another thing is, I don't know. I feel like you gotta do maintenance with vegetables. Like, I gotta, like, I don't know. Like broccoli, you gotta, like, wash it and cook it.
Or you take it out of the freezer.
Yeah. Have you
Oh.
ever? Well, you ain't got a Costco card, do you?
No.
Costco sells broccoli already chopped up in a bag, like in the. I guess you could call it. It's the freezer section. It ain't
No,
frozen.
It's refrigerated.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you could get steamer bags of frozen broccoli and throw those in the microwave.
Oh yeah, yeah. You can do those too.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I can do the bean burritos and I can do the baked beans and I can do it for a little bit, but I need the beef every now. And plus, man, I'm telling you, this grass-fed beef and bison that I've been eating, man, oh, it's
Well-
good.
Well, you can eat it Saturday, Sunday.
Oh man, I don't know. It's fine. That's like
No, Becca
That-
would be on that plan either.
Yeah. What does Becca eat?
Becca likes my hamburger helper and my beef stroganoff stuff
Okay.
I make.
She eat a bunch of green stuff.
Nah.
Okay.
She
I don't
likes
think anybody our generation
broccoli.
really does.
Yeah. I mean, so like tonight. So tonight I'm actually trying something I've never done before tonight. I'm gonna try and reverse sear a ribeye steak.
What does that even mean?
So this is like apparently the new fad in cooking.
Reverse.
This is the way to cook steaks in the 21st century now.
Okay.
So the days of cooking your steak on the grill or in the skillet from start to finish are over. Those days are done. It's all about the reverse sear. And what a reverse sear is, when you grill a steak on the grill or on if you cook it in a skillet,
Yeah.
you know that the longer it's on the grill or skillet, the juices get cooked out of it.
Right.
And it's not a bad thing. That's just naturally what happens. But the scientists and the lab coats have figured it out. This is what you do. Reverse searing, ladies and gentlemen. It starts. You don't put that steak on a pan or a grill. You put it in the oven. It's going to sound a little weird, cooking steak in an oven. But here's what you do. You set, depending on how you like your steak. I'm a medium guy, medium well-ish, depending on where you go, but mainly medium. So what I would do is I would preheat my oven to 275. I put that steak in the oven, probably on a piece of foil or something, and I let it cook until the internal temperature, I think, gets to maybe like, I don't know, 90 degrees, 100, something like that, maybe. So I probably put it in the oven for maybe 20 to 35 minutes, something like that, maybe.
All right.
And then
I'm
what
following.
you do, so what an oven does that a grill or skillet does not is an oven allows every single part of the meat to be cooked evenly at the same pace. So a lot of times at a grill, you cut it open and one end will be more cooked than the other end. So an oven prevents that. So what you do after you have your internal temperature what you want, you get you either go out to your grill or you get a hot cast iron skillet with some oil in it, and you get that cast iron skillet hot.
Yeah.
And you finish cooking the steak on the skillet to give it that nice crust at the top and bottom of the steak. Give it that nice sear, and leave it in, and you finish it on the skillet until it reaches the temperature that you want to eat it at.
Okay.
And so I've been watching YouTube videos about reverse sear steaks versus normal prepared steaks, and it seems to be the consensus that if you reverse sear, you do get a juicier steak that is more evenly cooked.
Now, why is it called reverse?
Because it's called reverse sear because you sear it at the end instead of at the beginning.
I gotcha. Okay.
A lot of people sear it first and then put it in the oven to finish. He's saying do it backwards.
Yeah, you could also do it that way too. I've seen people do it that way, but I'm doing it back.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing tonight for dinner, ribeyes.
Well, boy, I know you got the cast iron.
That's right. I'm gonna heat that sucker up. I'm gonna put some oil on there and put a little butter in the pan on top of the steak as it cooks. Let the butter seep in there. We gonna have a good steak.
Hey, you making two, or you and Becca sharing one?
I'm making two.
All right.
That's what I'm doing. So sounds a little bit better than baked beans.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, the reverse sear, I'll give it my official review when I've actually tried it.
All right. Y'all stay tuned, everybody listening.
Yeah, stay tuned for this reverse sear. But I mean, hey, going plant-based, that'll be good.
Way to be supportive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, but so what are you gonna do about the gym?
Well, I was just about to bring that up. So a long time ago, we brought a bench to my sister and Kyle's house. So we have a bench outside on the carport. So we got a bench, we got a bar, we got bumper plates. So I could bench and deadlift, just out here in the carport. Now, as far as squatting goes, I probably won't be able to do anything, but man, it's been so long since I've lifted anything. I just got to get back into it. So I guess we'll bench and deadlift for a little while, and then when we get fed up with that, we'll probably go get a gym membership. There's a place, we haven't been through it yet, but there's a place called Duncan's in Winchester. And it's not a commercial gym, so maybe they actually have some pretty good stuff in there, but we don't know. We ain't been inside of it.
Yeah.
There is a Planet Fitness, but you can't do nothing in Planet Fitness.
Yeah, you can't do nothing.
And then there's also a place called Bunny's. They're mostly martial arts, but I'm pretty sure they have a gym too. I don't know how much that would be or what they got either. Anyways, we'll have to go shopping.
Yeah. Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah, but the plan, man, just starting over, dude. Got a new job. Going to start eating right. It's time to build some abs or something so I can open up a gym myself. Let's do it.
Yeah. Wait, so what are you going to, do you think you know what your workout schedule is going to be? You doing it after work, before?
I'd rather work out in the morning, and I think Ashley would too. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Wait, so what are you going to do about your lunches? You bringing your lunches to school?
Well, the cool thing is I don't go to work until 3 o'clock. So I can, make and bake and do whatever I need to at the house.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I'm running the after-school program. Well, helping run it.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to work out in the mornings.
Well, that sounds good. That'll be fun.
I'm excited. I'm ready to get rolling, dude. Gotta do something.
Well, what do you? How many days a week you think you're gonna go?
We're shooting for 3 at the
Yeah.
beginning. Gotta work back into it. But
Yeah.
3 to start.
3 to start on a plant-based diet. That's 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Man, that's the hardest part. It's the diet.
Well, and probably 2 of them days we're gonna go out walking and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 5-day thing. I just won't be lifting weights every day.
Man, you're gonna let me know what's gonna happen when you get tired of baked beans and potatoes.
The podcast will hear it. It'll come. But see, the thing about only doing 5 days is that I won't say you get a break every weekend, but you can sneak a hamburger in. I ain't gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
It's more or less thinking about it as meals than it is actual days, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to eat clean for 5 days and then spend 48 hours eating whatever you want to, because that don't help you none.
That's true.
So it's more or less. I really need to be talking about meals. So I might have like 2 cheat meals a week. Something after church and then whatever I want to eat Saturday.
Yeah. Wait, how come cheese is banned?
Because it's dairy, bro.
Well, why is dairy banned?
Because it comes from a cow. It's animal product.
Oh, but it ain't meat.
Dairy's the worst because it has all those hormones and stuff in it because it's meant to make a cow get big.
Yeah, it's meant to make me get big.
I don't know. You're not a cow.
Yeah.
He just got to work the hormones out, man.
Okay.
Sweat it out.
Yeah.
But think about it, man. That's why everybody's 8 foot tall now. Like the average.
Yeah, I mean that might be true.
Yeah.
But hey, I guess if it makes us gigantic, it's all right. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Fat has a lot to do with it.
It's very fatty.
Yeah.
That's true. Milk's pretty fatty.
Yeah.
What about don't they sell like milk that's not hormone induced?
Yeah, and then you can also, get all this plant milk like cashew milk, almond milk, stuff.
Man, I tell you, no, that nut milk ain't real. Dude, one of my coworkers yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever, tried to tell me that I should buy oat milk. And I was like, oat? And I was like, what do you mean oat milk? I was like oatmeal? Like milk from oats? And he's like, yeah, man. And I was like, dude, how do you make milk? Like, I've eaten oatmeal before and I've never tasted milk. And
it's not milk.
It's not gonna taste like dairy milk.
Yeah, but this guy was like, well, what they do is they squeeze oats in the liquid that's come out of oats. You mix with water and sugar, and you get oat milk. And I was like, that sounds disgusting. I was like, that's probably the worst kind of milk. I was like, I have no desire to ever try oat milk. That's disgusting. I'm not drinking almond milk. Don't taste like milk either. Almond milk tastes like trash. These other people.
The best stuff I've had is like cashew milk. I like that.
I ain't never had cashew milk. I ain't doing that.
Milk, real bison, farm fed.
What hey, I'll tell you this one of my coworkers taught me about sweet milk the other day. You ever heard of sweet milk?
Why don't you break it down for me anyway?
Dude, sweet milk is when you have cereal and you pour your leftover milk in a jar. And then everyone just pours their leftover cereal milk in a jar, and it's called sweet milk.
I don't know. What were you thinking of, Ashley?
Well, people used to just put sugar in their milk and drink it, as like a dessert.
So this is like Bobby Jr. over here poured his Cocoa Puff milk.
That is gross. So everyone pours their cereal in the jar, like everybody.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd be like, I'm sorry, this is my jar. Don't you be pouring yours in mine.
That's like drinking out of that thing at camp that you put all your liquid into before you throw your trash away.
That's nasty.
That's so messy.
Yeah, everybody need to have their own jar.
That's gross.
Man, Hey, but I heard the best story from one of my coworkers today about eating meat.
Okay.
Dude, so one of my coworkers is an older guy. He's close to 70, and he's going to retire in a year. Well, he used to be really big into lifting weights in the 70s.
Yeah.
And he was pretty strong too. I think he told me his numbers at one point, and they're pretty decent numbers for his size. But this guy was crazy, dude. He was in the Air Force, and he was telling me he walked into my office today, and I was just talking, and I was like, his name's John, and I was like, John, how do you like your steaks? And he's like, medium rare. And I was like, medium rare? I was like, man, that thing's still mooing. And he's like, well, you're talking to the guy that would eat straight up hamburger meat, not cooking it, just raw. Out the pack. And I was like, no, you're not. I was like, no, dude, you're joking. And he's like, no, man. Yeah. And he's like, dude, for 5 years back when I was lifting weights, I would just buy ground beef by the pound, and I would take off the styrofoam and just gnaw into it and eat the whole thing. And I was like, no, you didn't. I was like, I'm pretty sure that kills you. And he's like, no, I did it for 5 years, and I mean, he's like, I didn't do it all the time, but every now and then for about 5 years I did, and it never affected me, and nothing ever happened. And I was like, well, why didn't you just cook it? I was like, why didn't you just think to cook it? And he's like, well, I didn't want to cook any of the nutrients out of it. And I was like, oh, that's hardcore. And then he told me about this one funny story. He's in the Air Force. He's in his room. He had just bought a pack of raw beef, and he opens it up. He's on the floor eating raw beef, and his sergeant walks in. Looks at him. He's like, John, what are you doing? He's like, I'm just eating raw beef. And he's like, you can't do that, man. You can't do that. That'll kill you. That'll make you sick. And he's like, well, I've been doing it for 5 years. And he's like, we're going to the doctor. And they sent him to the doctor. And the doctor was like, dude, let me tell you why you can't eat raw hamburger meat. And he started listing off all these crazy diseases and stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought that was wild, man.
That is wild.
I'm glad you're going to reverse sear your steak tonight. Proud of you.
Oh man, but yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Forget that.
Man, but I tell you, man, that's one human being you don't want to mess with. If you see a human being eat straight pink ground beef, man, you do not want to get into a fight with that dude, because you know if you fight him, he's gonna take a bite out of you. He's gonna bite to your arm, man. He's gonna bite straight into you. He's coming for you.
Yeah.
This is the same guy that was talking about sweet milk.
No, that was a different guy.
Okay. Got two weird friends. Okay.
No, that was different.
Yeah, like you said, that's pretty hardcore. I wouldn't be that worried about losing nutrients.
Yeah, me either. I thought that was crazy. But hey, what's that burger place near you that we went to? Skip's? Hello? Hello? Testing.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I hear you.
You hear me?
I lost you.
It's called Skips.
Oh.
Yeah, it Skips.
Man, you gonna go there on your weekends?
Probably.
I would. That's a pretty good place.
I'll tell you. When we hang out, we got to go to Farm Burger, and then we got to go to Big Shakes.
Yeah, we do. We gotta go Big Shakes.
Yeah,
That's some good chicken.
Well, I'm excited. We're about to be in each other's backyard, kind of.
Compared to usual.
Oh, yeah, compared to usual.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
It's not that far of a drive. We could easily do day trips.
Yeah. Like I said, as far as recording this podcast, we can flip flop weekends or something.
That's true. We could do that.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm just excited, starting a new life.
Starting a new life, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's all the North Carolina life is over.
For the most part.
Oh, you got Iron Boy, and that's about it.
Pretty much.
Telling you, wild journey.
Well, Buddy Rowe, why don't you break it down for us?
I'll break it down for us. It's July of 2019, but it won't be July of 2019 when you hear this podcast, because this comes out on a Friday. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you had a patriotic month celebrating Independence Day with your family and Independence Day with everyone else. Ladies and gentlemen, go to Walmart, buy yourself a pack of ground beef. Ground beef, buy your pack of ground beef, gnaw right into that sucker right there. Take those tendons of that muscle and gnaw right in there. Just be like my co-worker and eat raw beef. Mad cow disease makes you strong, real strong. Ladies and gentlemen, mad cow disease will break your total in half. Let me tell you, you gonna add 90 kilograms to your total in the first bite. Ladies and gentlemen, peace.
We're out.
Up next is the IBP South Carolina State Powerlifting Championships in Spartanburg, South Carolina on August 17th. If you're a lifter, come on out and lift, and if you're not, come support your lifters. Anyways, we hope to see you there.
Please subscribe and thank you for listening. Be sure to follow @CheckMyTotal on Instagram for all the latest updates.
September 20th, I think our meet's on the 14th, so I could actually go with you. Let's go to Nevada.
Let's go.
Do it for the meme.
Oh, man.